Welcome you guys to episode something of Vlogmas. I am going to do my makeup today for you, and I actually have a couple things that I'm going to try that I got in the mail from Tarte. I love their Shape Tape, and that's what I use for my under eyes, but I also wanted to try their setting powder and their primer. So let's get going. I'm gonna show you the full routine. The first thing that I do is I put it on like some of this, I think how you say is azelaic acid. It's a prescription, and you know, usually I use something more intense for my breakouts, but this is the only thing that you can use during pregnancy and while you're breastfeeding. So I just use it all over my face, and I wouldn't say that it like is amazing at preventing breakouts. Obviously I have some spots on my face, but it definitely has helped because my hormones have been like everywhere since being pregnant. And then I'll put on a little bit of chapstick. I don't really have like a preference on chapsticks, but I'm just gonna like change it up. This is the Tula eye brightener, and it's lotion-esque, but I just kind of let it sit, especially in the morning. It depuffs your eyes and like cools them down, and it just adds a little bit of moisture. This is the Obagi vitamin C serum, and I just started using it as soon as I found out I was pregnant. I've consulted with Brad's sister, who is a dermatologist PA, and she told me that the azelaic acid would help, and just to start using this vitamin C because it will help prevent those like dark spots that you can get while you're pregnant and breastfeeding. So I haven't seen like a huge change from vitamin C at all. But I also haven't seen any like dark spots that I have. So I don't know if that means that it has worked to prevent it. I also use a little bit on my neck. And then you want to store this in a box in a drawer, because if it sees like sunlight, or if sunlight is like on it, it like ruins the integrity of it. I usually let that sit a little while, but for the purposes of this video, I'll just show you what I do next, which is this Confidence in a Cream by It Cosmetics. I've been using it for years, and I've gotten a lot of other people to use it who have even different like skin than I have. I have pretty like medium like to normal skin, not super oily, not super dry. And I've had friends that have all different skin types try it, and they love it. I have tried this It Cosmetics secret sauce, but I don't like it as much just because it feels a little bit oilier on your skin and doesn't really like soak in. You could also use this as a night cream. And I use it on my neck. I try to sweep up with it. That doesn't always happen. And then sometimes I will put it on the back of my hands. If you're not doing that, maybe start. All right, that's done. Now my eyes feel like kind of cooled down because of this Tula balm. That's the only Tula product that I use. I know a lot of people that use Tula all around, but I didn't like a lot of their stuff. So now I'm gonna put my base layer on. I use this It Cosmetics CC foundation. It's a liquid foundation. I ran out of my beauty blenders, and I've just been using my hand, which I actually don't mind at all. This one has like 50 SPF. It's the illuminating one, and I use the color Light. I have tried this matte version. I don't love it as much. I like to be a little bit dewy. And one thing you'll see me do is use this little mirror. I just feel like using a tiny mirror versus like a mirror that's sitting in front of you helps you get like a little bit more precise, I guess. One thing that I forgot about that I'll just try on one side of my face and we'll just see if it like makes a difference. This is the Tarte Smoothing Primer. And I think I can just use it with my finger. I'm sure I can. So we're just gonna try it out. It looks really funky. I don't know. I'm gonna use it on this side of my face. Feels like lotion. Ooh, kind of like it. Definitely feels like it's smoothing. And hopefully it helps everything stay on. Put a little bit under my under eyes because that's where I feel like my makeup doesn't stay on very well. We'll see. So far, I think I like it. My mom always tells me to use a primer and I never do. So, you're welcome, Mom. I think I really like that primer. That is, it's like, just feels like it stays put a little bit better on my face. This is my empty Tarte Shape Tape, so we'll get out this other one. So I use the color Light Medium, and I go a little bit lighter than my foundation just because I feel like for under eyes, having it be a little bit lighter helps, just not too light. And then sometimes I use it as a concealer. See if these are the same. Yep. Notice how I'm just patting it in. That's the same thing that I would do with like a dampened beauty blender. I don't like smooth anything. I just kind of pat it around until I feel like it's blended. All right. I also got this setting powder, and I don't know if I'm supposed to put it on like before my blush and stuff. First of all, I gotta open it. We'll just try it on my base layer and see if it helps. Ooh, okay. So it opens up. Got a little cotton pad. Use my tweezers. Okay. Use this little pad, and I got the color, there's really only two options. I think there was like a darker one and a lighter one, and I got the lighter one just because setting powder is supposed to be just kind of, ooh, that's cool. That is amazing. It like just makes everything look like polished. I always have trouble with my mascara like rubbing off under my eyes. I'm a fan, but we'll see like later on in the day if I continue to use it. But that's pretty awesome. It's just not easy to open. All right, now we got that tried. Then I go to my eyebrows, and I just use this e.l.f. pencil. It's like this, I think it's for blonde, but I don't like to go too dark on my eyes. And I just fill in the like bald spots of my eyebrows, I guess. And then I just create this line like right here. And I don't fill in a lot of them because I have pretty full eyebrows, but I just need a little bit more like shape. Okay. Put some more chapstick on. I had been using this 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, but I'm running out of it. It's like gone. I need to just throw this away. So for the past couple of days, this is what I've been doing. I just take an eyebrow brush and I put a little bit of hairspray on it, and that's how I brush up my eyebrows and get them to like stay in the shaped spot that I want them to stay in. I feel like it works pretty well. eye brush up a little bit. Make them a little bit bushier. I kind of like them like that. Okay. Then as far as getting some like color on my face, because I just look kind of pale right now, I take this, what is this? The Hoola, Benefit Hoola little, it's like not very shiny bronzer. And it has this nice slim brush, and I just go on either side of my nose. I get it on my crease of my eye. And then with this Too Faced bronzer, which is kind of like a little bit more shimmery, I put it on my forehead for some color. So just at the top and sides. And then maybe a little bit of like contour type. I just want a little color in my face, and sometimes I'll go on my neck too to make it all blend together. And then I have a Too Faced Like My Melons color, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. Oops. And I just get the apples of my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, maybe a little bit on my chin. I just like the color that it gives your face. It makes you look a little bit more awake. All right, now that I got like most of my face base done, I curl my eyelashes and we're ready to start on eyes, which are fairly simple. I like to curl my eyelashes because I have pretty straight ones. And I don't just curl the base, I curl like all of them. All right. Let's see, I'm just gonna use this Naked 3 palette, and I will put a little bit of like pink shimmer towards the corner, or like a lighter color if you're just using a palette of your own, and then I'll go in with a like browner color that's still shimmery towards the edge. And then lately I've been taking kind of like a straight brush and going in like a darker brown and dancing it on my under eye and a little bit up in the corner. I personally love cat eye eyeliner, and this is just the e.l.f. pen that I get at Target. It's like $1 maybe, and it looks like it's just in the color black, but it stays, in my opinion, all day. So this is probably the hardest part of my makeup. I basically follow this under eye line and make sure that that line for my cat eye is going to follow it. And then I draw a triangle and fill in the middle of the triangle. I hope that makes sense. So I have my lines that follow that under eye line. And then I came and met it towards like the middle of my eye. And you just fill in the middle of it. I have a little bit more of an in-depth tutorial. Make that a little bit more pointy on my Instagram. So that might help you out. I'm gonna touch up, now that my, like the base of my face is a little bit better, I'm just going to go in and fix up some of my blemishes. I find that putting layers on of concealer helps a little bit. That is better. All right, and then as far as my mascara, that's kind of like my last step. And I'm using the It Cosmetics Superhero, which is my absolute favorite. I've been using it for a couple years now. I just kind of start at the bottom, close my eyelid a little bit and brush up. And then if I wanted to do my lips, so I'll just show you kind of like if I really want to dress up, I'll do a lip liner. And this one is, I got at Walmart. It's like number 9 Spice Milani Color Statement Lip Liner. And I don't do it very like dark. but I just do the edges. And then I come in with this. It's Milani Matte Innocence number 60 lipstick. And it just goes really nicely like over my chapstick that I have on. Miley in the background snoring. Sometimes I go in and like press up my eyelashes because they might just get a little bit too like straight. Last thing that if again I really want to like dress up, these are little eyelash wispies, like wispy clusters. And I'll take a medium one, get the glue off, and I'll just put it on the corner of my eyelashes. So here's my glue. Put it on. Get it kind of tacky. And then place it on the very edge. So it just kind of like gives you a false eyelash look. You can buy these really anywhere. Buy them at like Target or Walmart. Just like wispy clusters. All right. That is it. That is how to do my makeup. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have any suggestions on any of the products, or maybe you use something that is really helpful for you that you love, because I'm always down to try new products. But most of this stuff is linked like on my like to know it, but I tried to talk about all of it. The setting powder that I used was the Tarte Shape Tape Double Duty Beauty, and I'll let you guys know if I like it, but I'm pretty sure I will because it makes your face look a little bit more flawless. The primer I think I'm sold on too. I'm really glad that I tried that out. But like this video, share it with a friend who might need like a more everyday makeup routine. Comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't. You're worth it.